everyone, my name is SiC and welcome back to Humankind. This is episode 3 and now we will be moving into turn 32. So Babylon has gained some population. We have accomplished a world deed, building a holy site. We are the first to do that apparently, and well, it looks like that was a very necessary boost because someone is already going up to 392 fame. That is someone we haven't met yet. But that is kind of crazy. Alright, as for Babylon, it is now finished as the stone circle is completed, and that means we can go and do something else. Now, one turn for the copper mine, yes. We will go ahead and take that. What else could we do? There's an artisan's quarter that could be placed down over here in 2 turns. But actually what I really want to try and do is to do collective mines. So I think we're just actually going to spend the money to buy out the copper mine. With that we have unlocked an era star, the builder star, and that gave us some more fame. And that actually put us in 2nd place, so that is really nice. Let's actually have a quick little look. Of course, scientist stars can be earned by researching a lot of technologies, and this is actually one thing, because we are a science-focused culture, that will provide us much more fame than any of the other stars. So, if we get the era star, the first one, we will get 135 fame for that, so that is really powerful. That's another reason I want to do that cultural affinity thing. The next thing would be expansionist stars. Again, getting 1 more territory would give us an era star as well. Estate stars for influence, we are getting pretty close to that as well. That's very nice to have. Now we just got the builder star, we did get the agrarian star, and actually this one is worth quite a lot as well, 185 fame. So focusing on population could be very good. Focusing population, expanding a territory, and science. So let's see if we can do something with that. We will tell them to do collective mines. Collective mines is now active on the city. 100% of its industry and money output, as well as surplus food. Wow, I didn't see that in the description, but surplus food as well. Will be converted into science for a minimum number of turns, after which you can freely deactivate collective mines. That is crazy, isn't it? We are now producing 90 science. What the hell, that is insane. Oh, look at that. 64 science from collective mines. That is absolutely crazy. Of course, we cannot build anything else, so this is just... that's a powerhouse. Now we could tell them to build something, and I guess we could line up lumberyard. This would affect forest and woodland. And we have several of these tiles around us that we would influence with that, I think, at least 2. So maybe not the strongest actually, but something. And +5 industry per bronze, and actually we do have bronze, so that would be even better. So we're going to line that up just because we can line up something in the city there. Now Sipar is still working on the astronomy house, and that leaves armies. So we have these guys and they're doing some exploration. We are equal here. We are going to ignore them, we can't move further anyway. As for this area though, we are almost fully healed, but we will go ahead and attack. They are retreating. Alright, so let's pull back, and I guess they will heal. Yeah, and they can still do that even if they run out of stars. Anyway, we will finish fishing on the next turn, and then we will see how powerful the science buff really can be. Fishing research, because of course we only needed 2 more turns, so that basically cut it down to 1 turn. But one of the science Scientist stars has been earned, and that puts us up to 553, and that puts us at number 1. So I thought we were quite behind, but you can really get a lot of fame really quickly. Let's see, obtain 10 technologies, current 10, and now we've got 234. So we just need 4 science things, and look at that! Holy shit, that is crazy. Laws: 20%, minus 20% cost of cancelling civic and acting civic. Market quarter, food market, house of scribes. This is good because it will give us extra science. Masonry, irrigation. We'll go for irrigation and masonry just because it's so fast. And I want to finish as many as possible in the time that we have. Let's see, a game of prophecy. With the empire thriving, a new game hailing from a foreign land beguiles the population. Everywhere you go, the distinctive game board and pieces catching your eye. Insisting on a public demonstration, you play the game under instruction in your palace court, but the event has a sting in the tail. The game is reckoned to be a form of divination as well as entertainment. Gasps could be heard as the game's prophecy became clear. You are fated to lose everything. What will you do? We could silence this. It moves us further towards authority. Costs us 80 bucks, which we actually don't have, so we will be paying that off for a while. We could overlook and we will become defiant, minus 5 stability. In Babylon for 10 turns. Or superstitious, minus science. We don't want to lose science. I didn't plan on using the money for anything. We could pay that off for a while. Look at that, minus 30. That might not be great, but that is also not the worst, because we will pay it off in like 3 turns. Alright, so they are making this other territory. We could try to prevent them from doing this. We could actually combine these 2 units, attack this guy, and try to end the turn. That would be very good. Alright, so we can, if we zoom all the way out, we can scroll a little bit faster. That is nice. Alright, so we are down to 2 movement. I think it's about time we declare war as well before these guys get too annoying. But we just, our war support, 95 out of 100 though. Ah, look at that. We will demand this, and they attacked me. We will demand them as this as well.
I demand either recompense,
and this will actually allow us to declare war because we have a crisis. They do not want to do this. They will not give Lily Borea. They have it again? Doesn't look like they do, but anyway, at this point we actually have a cause to go to war to, and we have a lot of war support for this. They have very low war support, so we might be able to...
Well, we war then. You will witness how happy my soldiers are to give their lives.
Oh, the Nubians make the following demands. Pay 200, pay 100, trade route cancelled, trade route destroyed, attitude changed, they are sullen. They want us to pay 400 gold. Wow. To war. Instant resolution. Victory. So that already also gives us a little bit of war support. What is that? They built a unique building there, it seems. The Meroe Pyramids. Nice. That is kind of cool. Alright, we have more war support. Alright, so this is just the yellow spots in the unique natural wonder. But they don't have this territory, so that's kind of interesting. Alright, now we do still have Sipar producing things. Bankruptcy, you have no money. Your cities are losing stability. Oh, that's why. That's why not having money is bad. That is good to know. Probably won't be too much, but anyway, irrigation is researched. And that means we have another research to start, and I guess we will just do masonry. Or writing, because how many turns do we have left in this? We selected it, we have 1 turn done, I think? Or 2 turns, actually. Yeah, 2 turns. So we could do masonry, writing, and then we could turn it off. But writing seems like a nice one to get, because that one is a bit more expensive in terms of research points. So having that done quickly would be very nice. As for influence, we could also try to enact a law. Legitimacy. Applies status celebrating on new cities. We will still be making new cities. Modify attach outpost cost by minus 20%. Modify absorb city cost by minus 20%. This could also be kind of cool though. I think we're going to go for that one. Codified laws. And as for founding myths, +5 faith on holy site or +5 influence on main plaza. Ooh, that is also kind of nice. But this is going to cost us 80 influence. So I guess that's going to go back down if we wait a turn or 2. Anyway.
Over this way. I'm on it.
Let's move in and let's see. Manual battle. Yeah, we'll be on the high ground, and I guess that's the end of this combat. Or we should be able to use this other guy to enter as well. But yeah, who knows? We are going to stand here on the high ground and defend. Even though we are the attackers, I'm just kind of curious what they're going to do. They are playing, they are falling back. Alright. We have a forest, slows unit movement and restricts vision, but provides a defensive bonus against missile fire. We don't have to worry about missile fire. But we will back them into a corner. And I guess we are going to have to attack. Ooh, wow. That was not great. I guess we're going to defend. Now I'm very curious what happened to our other units. Ah, it's over here. Defeat. Because they took that thing. Or what? And why are we over here?
Come over here.
Huh.
Let's go.
Well, you could also try to take Chertan away from them. See what these guys do. And this is, again, just a border skirmish. It's not war. Alright, but we lost that one. That is not great. But also not. We didn't lose a unit there, actually. Alright, what are you going to do? You are going to start moving forwards. Enter the river. This is actually a nice defensible terrain type as well, because all of the rivers block movement. Provide a penalty if you want to attack across them. So all of that is actually kind of nice. Alright, we can move on to that city tile. Did he just make a new territory over there? Yes, he did. And oh, there's another one. Oh, this is another city. So this is actually their second city. It does not belong to us at the moment. Or did he attach this as an outpost to Kerma? I think he did, because I don't see a name on this. Right, so that actually makes sense. So this is an outpost. What is this? Keepers of the Creed. Ah, this one. An unexpected rivalry has erupted between two temples in Babylon, each representing of Babylonians' shamanism. One temple argues that religious matters should be left in the hands of dispassionate men, while the other contends that only women with the capacity for nurturing life possess the necessity or necessary understanding for these affairs. These quarrels must stop before your inhabitants start fighting each other. Who should be your religious leaders? I will say all. I don't care. And that brings us towards enlightenment a little bit, which should also provide a little bit of a science boost. So all of that should be good for us. Alright, we are actually going to try to ransack this one. And at the same time, we are going to ransack Chertan. Cannot be done by retreat. Oh, this is our retreating army.
Yes.
Alright, I guess we'll move a little bit along, I guess, and then move up to the high ground a little bit. This does look really pretty, doesn't it? It's a beautiful looking game. The Phoenicians now feel differently about you. Yeah, that was to be expected.
What's on your mind?
But they don't have any grievances that they want to enact at the moment. Though they do have the grievance because we attacked them, of course. And that provides them with war support, whereas I am losing war support against them, I think. Writing has been researched. We can write laws. Or this actually provides us a different set of laws, I guess. Or does it? Actually reduce the influence costs of civics. So this might just be global. A global thing. That's actually kind of nice. So we can now make the market quarter, build the infrastructure as food markets, and House of Scribes become available. And you achieve the following deed. Discover writing. Ah, that's the other thing. I remember that from the past as well. Being the first to discover writing also gives you a fame bonus. And now we are quite nicely ahead of everyone else. Of course, that could change in a second. So it's not too... nothing too crazy there. We can follow the river. If we don't move off the river, then we don't have to pay the movement cost. Right, and now retreating, are you? Yes, you are. No,
Come over here.
you are not. Hittites, Phoenicians? 2 of them? Both of them? Why? Okay, we'll just do it. So I want to keep them on the back foot, and we have another combat going on. We will do this as a manual battle. We will deploy. I guess, well, this is the high ground, this is the low ground. The river heavily restricts unit movement and applies a heavy combat strength penalty. I think we have to stay there and just defend. It is not great, but let's see, we are defending, we are in the forest, and we have reduced combat strength because we are in the river, they are not. Is that the case? I guess in that case we should have stayed up on the high ground, huh? Actually, if we retreat back to this point, but now they lose the combat strength because now they are attacking from the river and we are in a better position. Nice. Alright, so we have another round to go. And this time we won. And we have earned a military star because of it. And we are still ransacking. So we are destroying this and we are destroying that on the next turn. Freeing up these 2 territories. That is good. What is this? This is a green territory. Is this the forest that they were talking about? Ah, I see. That is new as well. And our war support against the Phoenicians just went up as well, but wow. Okay, so this whole area is the forest. I was thinking it was a natural wonder, but that's not the case. That is very cool. Right, so we cannot have more than 2 cities, and it's going to stay like this for a while. We could try to get an artisan's quarter set up on the sage over here at the cost of influence. Or we could attach it to Babylon. At this moment that doesn't really help. You just pay the influence because I don't know what we are going to use it, what else we are going to use it for at the moment, but it does finish instantly. That's kind of cool. And now we have 2 sage, which provides +6 stability on all cities. That is very nice. So now Sipar, we'll have to continue building the astronomy house for just a little bit longer. As for science, I think we're going to go with masonry. And that should fulfill the last turn necessary to disable collective minds. Cannot disable it now, but I think on the next turn actually we should be able to. Alright, so we did need to confirm that one again. Masonry researched. Alright. Attitudes, Phoenicians feel differently about us now. Suspicious.
See you again.
I have a crisis. They attack me. So at this point I guess we are even. District ransacked. This district is being ransacked, providing loot once completed. Remaining duration 5 turns. Okay, so this is an ongoing thing. This is 6 turns. Interesting. Anyway, we are going to start moving towards Kerma, and we actually have the benefit here. We could maintain the siege, which would progress towards our next siege weapon. I don't know. What that actually would lead to. Anyway, let us see. Babylon. Select to stop. Yes, we did that, and it worked really well for us. I have to say, really, really well. We need to do one more research. What would we need? Roads. Automatically creates roads between cities and outposts of your empire. These roads set the movement cost of the terrain to 1. That is, go for it. But meantime, I also want to build these things in Babylon. We do need to still think about our infrastructure. So, yeah, we will build the forge because it will increase our productivity quite significantly, I think. I think maybe we should also add Baekdu to Babylon. One of the expansionist stars has been earned. Oh, interesting. So that also works in that way. Excellent. And now Babylon has become even stronger because now we have 54 industry, it seems. I get a lot of science, got some money, got some food. But things are looking pretty good. Alright, one more turn until Sipar is done. That provides us with even more science. What is this? Treaties. Aggressive actions of any kind between the empires are entirely forbidden.
Really?
Let's see, our trust is stable and our strength is comparable, but we are more powerful than them. And this is still not entirely clear to me who is actually more. Or maybe they dislike us because, yeah, they like us because we signed a treaty, which would be the only trade luxuries treaty. And, they dislike us because they aired grievances. They dislike us because their archetype is vindictive, and they don't like us because we are more powerful than them. And now they want to have a non-aggression pact. For now, I will refuse it, because I want to really take away these 2 outposts from them and weaken them in that way. For Sipar, you should probably build some food, but I'm also kind of tempted to make a unit. We could make the Sabu Sakasti, but it would take 9 turns. That's quite a bit too much, I think. Everything else takes quite a lot of turns as well. Food would be very nice to have. We could do flood irrigation, which provides +2 food on rivers, and we have a lot of rivers in our territory. But it's not really great in terms of production now. I think maybe, and we can build one that is pretty nice over here with +8, and then we could do some infrastructures in this city to provide extra food as well. Alright, the darkest depths. Miners and prospective miners and their kin from Babylon are afraid. Ancient traditions are strong, and many believe the mythical beasts of the old legends are very real. Now rumors are rife that it was no ordinary bear that attacked warriors, but a monstrous creature whose den is the city's nearby mine. Many are likely the rumors. We can dismiss it. Force labored on Babylon for 10 turns, but stability goes down. Investigate, celebrating, gives us extra stability with a chance of unexpected consequences, or we could embrace it. We'll play along and send in a mighty warrior who'll slay a sham chimera monster. What could go wrong? And we would be patriotic. I don't want to do patriotic. We can investigate it. We have a lot of production in Babylon already, but the stability has gone down a little. Alright, so we got little fireworks. That is cool. Alright, now we are also making more influence per turn, it seems. 32 influence per turn, that is pretty nice. We could start making some military units soonish as well. Maybe after Babylon has finished the forge, we will make a military unit and we can send it out to claim some territories of our own rather than just disrupting the enemy. Alright, let's open this up. What do they get? They just have levies and wounded levies. I don't know what we are getting in terms of... yeah, they have 2 levies. No siege engine unlocked, so actually waiting doesn't help us in the slightest. We will do a manual battle because it's cool. And I guess this deployment is fine. We're going to end that deployment right here. You are going to start. That is really bad. So you're going to defend. And this is actually pretty decent. Wow, actually that is not that decent. Look at that. Their defense is strong. This would just wipe these guys out. And I guess flanking these guys could help a little bit. But you're all going to defend and then you are going to attack. From the high ground, +2 combat strength from friendly units. Look at that, they got +6 from fortification, +3 from guardian, +1 from defending and +1 from friendly units. That is kind of crazy. Maybe they would attack us if we just defend for a bit. Yes, they are attacking us. Okay. Okay. This is not great. I guess you really don't want to siege cities with walls. I'm seeing that now. We are in a river over here. Yeah, I guess we're going to fall back here. Oh wow. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to fall back a little bit and attack us a bit more. These guys are in an okay position. Alright, this battle will continue the next turn. Right, or we just need some archers as well. Archers would be nice. Yeah, that's about all we can do this turn, I think. Attitude change. The Phoenicians now feel differently about me.
Tell me what's on your
They're
mind.
becoming aggressive. That was to be expected, though we still have a grievance because that is ongoing. Ooh, they have an army coming up pretty soon. But nothing over here. These guys might also just pass by, but somehow I doubt it because I'm already kind of weakened. I didn't fully expect to get away with it. Oh, we need to capture the flag. Alright, what do you want to do? We're going to defend. Defend, defend, defend. Nubians are playing. So maybe we'll move up here and defend. This is not great. Yeah, they don't have to attack and they know it, so you just have to kind of weather the storm here. Oh, okay, there they go. They attack us. And this was still a good attack for them. Look at that. We have so little chance of actually hurting. Well, not so little, but -5 to -25, whereas we would lose. It's not great for us. Look at that. Holy shit. Let's take out these guys. That is kind of crazy. Lasted for 2 turns and 6 battle rounds. Siege. Suppose they gained none. Defeats. You lost the siege at Kerma. Your population's war support against enemies drops to -8. My army is retreating. Yeah, okay. Accept that and retreat and just take out their outpost, I guess. What is this? Earned 550 money. Plus 26 per turn. We have 550 now. Yeah, okay, that's getting pretty close as well. Weird, is really solidifying our progress here. Aerostar, one of the merchant stars, has been unlocked too. Already. Interesting. And we still need technology, which will happen next turn. And then Aesthete stars will also continue. And I might just want to continue here. We don't seem to be in a rush. I think we are quite in charge. The capital is the Empire's true seat of power, but now other cities with energetic populaces rise to prominence. Their leaders and other influential figures want sway over the Empire's affairs, and the question of who wields power must be answered. Okay, that's interesting, but I think actually, in terms of statistics, or civics, I mean, army composition might be more important. We could get professional soldiers, and then we would have +1 combat strength on units. I'm really liking that change from civic points to using influence on these. That is just a really good decision. Oh, this is interesting. We are being attacked by scout riders. All right, we will. We are stronger overall, but let's see. Yeah, we don't want to be on the river. That seems like a given. We'll deploy as suggested. Nubians are playing. Where are the Nubians even? On the attack. From the high grounds and just running my guys down. These guys are strong or what? Huh. Alright. I don't want to be on the river though. And he has the high ground. I cannot get to the high ground. If I move to the river, he just comes down. And I will just kill myself running up and fighting him. We might want to defend here, and this guy is definitely going to defend. He has the best position of everyone. He's coming through the river. And he's ending there. We're not going to win this battle, mind you. But this is pretty decent. Oh, wow. This is devastating. Whoa! That is really good. And from this side as well. Right, that kills my unit, but I'm going to actually pull this off, maybe. Well, actually, he's holding my flag. And nobody wins. And evolve your civilization with a new culture for the next era. Choose now or remind me later. You will remind me later. Right, so they lost their army, I lost my army. Nobody wins. I guess I'm fine with that. Yeah. I really just need to start earning some more money as well. Like, we're getting 38 per turn, and that is nice, but it could definitely be better. These guys are ignoring me for now, or they might actually come over here to Shirtan and help out there. But 2 more turns and we are finishing off Shirtan. And the wheel has now been researched. So now actually we have roads. And these guys continue to move. And we have earned another scientist star, and that actually also helps out with our fame quite a bit, because the way that works, I think, is let's ignore that for now. Yeah, this is the maximum amount of stars you can earn per era. So the longer we actually stay in the ancient era, the more stars we can earn. If we move on to the next era now, it does help us because we get another culture, another benefits, we get stronger units maybe. But it's going to reset all the era stars. And we might say, oh, we're so close to earning enough estate stars that we might just wait another 2 turns and we will get another 172 fame. The risk of that is, of course, being that we might lose access to the culture that we want. We'll click this away. 32 per turn, so that's 64 in 2 turns. And that would grant us another estate star of 172 fame. I think we're going to wait 2 turns and then we're going to select another culture. But as for Babylon, it is now finished with the forge, and that provides us with more industry. Food is running low. We also need units, however, so I think actually we're going to build a Sabu Sakasti. As for technology, let us actually have a look at the technology screen, because we've been going for the low-hanging fruit all this time, but maybe that's not what we want to do. Use reinforcements. Allows your armies to be added as reinforcements to existing battles. Actually, and battering rams. This is what we want. Yes. Alright, as for the people here, I don't want to make less money. I could do with a little bit less science maybe, but how many turns until we have another pop? 6. Alright, anyway, we're going to go through this next turn. Alright, we need 20 more, which we will be getting. Ransack is successful. We have destroyed a territory that gave us some more money. Now we are at war over here. We are going to move these guys over. So that's why I couldn't reinforce. Let us open this up. We will manually battle the river here. This is the deployment. We're not going to start on the river. We're going to stay right here, I think. They're attacking from up there. That is not great. However, I also don't want to be here because that puts us on the river. So we're just going to stay here and defend this place. And they're going to have to attack us. They get the range though, or like the benefit from attacking from up high. So all of this terrain is kind of shit for us. Yeah, it really isn't great. We'll just keep defending, I guess. We might survive another round. Nope. Alright, so that is defeat, and that cancels out that little thing. Which is not great, but it is not that bad. Let's see, what do we have over here? Saffron. +1 food per saffron on Farmer's Quarter. That is kind of nice. We could try to get this territory. I'd like to have saffron into units. So, let's see. The Growing Faithful. New Civic. Religious Rights. Alright. We could have a look. Unlocks Action Procession. Spends money in order to increase stability. Modify religious district industry cost by -10%. So if we want to build another religious district, it's going to be a little bit less. It's going to take us less time to do it anyway. It will cost 104, right? New grievance available. Ransack successful. We're going to ignore that law for now. And actually, we've been playing for some time already, so I'm going to be putting a cut in here. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.